Dow Jones falls as Tesla climbs ahead of 3-to-1 stock split. Investors Business Daily. Investors Business Daily. Advance Auto Parts. Dicom. Intuit. Nordstrom and Toll Brothers are key earnings movers. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped Wednesday morning, as it threatened to extend a 3-day losing streak. Tesla stock will officially split Wednesday when the number of outstanding shares Inc. plus 7372 chars. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck honeymoon in Italy. Dine on Lake Como, TMZ. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are enjoying their second honeymoon in Italy. Dining on Lake Como. Every second wedding's gotta have a second honeymoon. Seems like that should be a rule, and that's why Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are back in Europe for another romantic vacay. Witnesses telephone. plus 857 chars. Biden set to cancel $10,000 of student debt for millions. $20,000 for Pell Grant recipients. Politico. The deliberations have gone on for months. An announcement on details was expected Wednesday. Several people familiar with the administration's discussions emphasized that Biden had not made a final decision on key parts of the debt relief program by late Tuesday evening. The president left high. plus 4295 chars. SARS-CoV-2 has evolved an incubation time more like seasonal coronaviruses, Ars Technica. Meta-analysis finds the gap between infection and symptoms has gradually shortened. 10 with 9 posters participating. The incubation period for COVID-19, the time between when SARS-CoV-2 first infects a person and when resulting COVID-19 symptoms first appear, is gradually shortened as plus 4937 chars. How to watch the Artemis I mission lift off to the Moon. CNN. Here's everything you need to know about the uncrewed Artemis I mission. What it is, where it's going, why, how to tune in, tracking mission milestones, a timeline and countdown to launch, and more. Null. An Angels sale could increase chances of Shohei Ohtani trade. These 5 teams are best positioned to land him. CBS Sports. The Yankees, Mets and Dodgers all grace this list. Will we get an Ohtani blockbuster this winter? The Los Angeles Angels announced Tuesday that owner Art Moreno has initiated a formal process to evaluate strategic alternatives involving the franchise, including a potential sale. Moreno. Hoo-ha. plus 5873 chars. Splatoon 3 Gameplay Research 101. Beginner's Guide. Nintendo Switch. Nintendo. New to Splatoon or just want a refresher on the basics? Start with this video to learn about Splatoon. Inklings. And Fur. Even if you're a Splatoon versus Null. Home prices fell for the first time in 3 years last month, and it was the biggest decline since 2011 CNBC. The sharp and fast rise in mortgage rates this year caused an already pricey housing market to become even less affordable. Home prices declined 0.77% from June to July, the first monthly fall in nearly 3 years. According to Black Knight, a mortgage software, data and analytics firm, while the drop may seem small, it plus 2749 chars. Label drops AI rapper with music project from Fortnite Pro. Apologizing to black community. Kotaku. FN Mecca teamed up with Clicks and Gunna for a track called Florida Water. 1 week ago, headlines were abuzz with the news that Capitol Music Group had signed a digital rapper called FN Mecca whose lyrics were generated by artificial intelligence. Now, after much backlash, a +5102 Chars video captures 130-foot superyacht sinking off southern coast of Italy, The Washington Post. The dramatic footage shared by the Italian Coast Guard shows the superyacht Mysaga keeling over on its side and slowly sinking into the waters off Catanzaro. Comment on this story. A superyacht sank off the southern coast of Italy over the weekend in a spectacular capsizing. Captured on video and shared on Twitter by the Italian Coast Guard. The video com. +2692 Chars. White House strategy for monkeypox vaccines causing chaos out in the field. Politico. It's the latest hiccup the administration is facing amid broad criticism over its monkeypox response. Its messaging to LGBTQ communities about the virus's risks and its failure to supply enough vaccines to immunize those most susceptible to contracting it. These officials have had to scramble to reorganize their vaccination efforts, canceling clinics, rescheduling staff and delaying plans to expand eligibility. And, even though the federal government Ma. +9498 Chars. First water map of Mars could help NASA choose where to land in the future. Daily Mail. Scientists from the European Space Agency (ESA) have created the first water map of Mars, based on data from its Mars Express Observatory and NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. While the idea of sending humans to Mars was once confined to science fiction, NASA hopes it could become a reality by the late 2030s. But one of the key questions we need to resolve before we set +6548 Chars. UFC Contender Series. Cameron Sariman, 21. Amongst contract winners, Insider. Dana White handed 5 UFC deals to winning athletes from Tuesday's episode of Contender Series as they all won in awesome ways. Null. Fitbit announces Sense 2, Versa 4, and Inspire 3. The Verge. Fitbit announced its 2022 fall lineup with the Sense 2, Versa 4, and Inspire 3. While these are mostly incremental updates, the Sense 2 gets a new CEDA sensor that enables continuous stress tracking. Can't tell the Versa 4 or Sense 2 apart? Squint, and you might see the Sense 2's sensor on the edges of the display. Image. Fitbit. After several leaks and a not-so-subtle teaser yesterday, Fitbit off. +4356 Chars. Peloton strikes a deal to sell fitness equipment and apparel on Amazon, CNBC. Peloton is working with Amazon in a bid to broaden its customer base and sell more products in the United States. Peloton has struck a partnership with Amazon in a bid to broaden its customer base and win back investors' confidence. As revenue growth slows from pandemic highs and its stock price plunges. In its +4713 Chars. The truth about Harry Styles' hairline, and 9 other secrets we learned hanging out with Pops. Leading man. Rolling Stone. Here are a few things, including Styles' favorite books, his thoughts on Joni Mitchell, and who he wants to work with. That didn't make our September cover story. Over the past several months, I crisscrossed the world, following Harry Styles as he rolled out his impressive, game-changing third album, Harry's House, and played explosive, sold-out shows for Hund. Plus 9547 Chars. How to watch the Artemis I mission lift off to the Moon. CNN. Here's everything you need to know about the uncrewed Artemis I mission. What it is, where it's going, why, how to tune in, tracking mission milestones, a timeline and countdown to launch, and more. Null. State and feds investigating mystery illness killing dogs in Michigan. New York Post. The unidentified virus causes acute gastrointestinal problems and generally kills young dogs within 3 to 5 days. Symptoms include bloody diarrhea, vomiting and lethargy. State and federal agencies are investigating the mystery virus that has claimed the lives of at least 30 dogs in Michigan. The Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. The Michigan. Plus 1988 Chars. An extrasolar world covered in water. Phys.org. An international team of researchers led by Charles Cadieux, a PhD student at the Université de Montréal and member of the Institute for Research on Exoplanets, IRIX, has announced the discovery of TOI 1452b, an exoplanet orbiting one of two small stars I. An international team of researchers led by Charles Cadieux, a PhD student at the Université de Montréal and member of the Institute for Research on Exoplanets, IRIX, has announced the discovery O. Plus 7565 Chars. Hall of Fame QB Len Dawson, who led Kansas City Chiefs to Super Bowl IV win, dies at age 87. ESPN. Len Dawson, a Pro Football Hall of Famer as both a quarterback and a broadcaster, has died at the age of 87. According to his family, Len Dawson, who led the Kansas City Chiefs to victory in Super Bowl IV and was elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame as both a player and broadcaster, has died at the age of 87. According to his F. Plus 4915 Chars. Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro review. My ears are happy now. CNET. While non-Galaxy device owners can't take advantage of their Galaxy-exclusive features. That's a bummer. The second-generation Galaxy Buds 2 Pro not only null. Elon Musk posts cryptic Disney tweet after ex-hacker blows whistle on Twitter. New York Post. The Tesla boss tweeted a photo of the Disney character Jiminy Cricket making a whistling gesture. Elon Musk posted a cryptic tweet in response to the bombshell allegations from Twitter's former security chief that the company deceived the federal government over its purported efforts to safeguard. Plus 3011 Chars. Harry Styles talks privacy and sexuality in a new interview. CNN. Harry Styles, former One Direction teen idol and current solo superstar, reflected on his highly publicized and dissected private life in a new interview with Rolling Stone, addressing everything from accusations of queer baiting to his relationship with Ollie Null. Ukraine can and will win this war, says Boris Johnson as he visits Kyiv on Ukraine's Independence Day. CNN. The outgoing British Prime Minister Boris Johnson met Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv on Wednesday, marking 6 months since Russia begun its full-scale invasion of the country, which also falls on Ukraine's Independence Day. The outgoing British Prime Minister Boris Johnson met Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv on Wednesday, marking 6 months since Russia begun its full-scale invasion of the country, which a +2734 Chars. Man tests positive for monkeypox, COVID and HIV at the same time, BNO News. Researchers in Italy have reported the first known case of someone testing positive for monkeypox, COVID-19 and HIV at the same time. All 3 infections were new and followed a short trip to Spain. The patient, a 36-year-old Italian man, developed fever. Researchers in Italy have reported the first known case of someone testing positive for monkeypox, COVID-19 and HIV at the same time. All 3 infections were new and followed a short trip to Spain. +2027 Chars. Eagles 53-player roster projection after the second preseason game, Bleeding Green Nation. Projecting the final cut. Now that we're through 14 Eagles training camp practices and 2 preseason games, it's the perfect time for an updated 53-player roster projection. Here's our best guess at what the team will look like. +8663 Chars. Microsoft Xbox's chief see progress with regulators on deal for Activision, Bloomberg. Null. To continue, please click the box below to let us know you're not a robot.